Hey everybody, Scott here for the Digital Guitar Playground. It's Friday. What happened to Wednesday? Well, I was all ready to shoot a video on Wednesday with a 3-channel expression boost preset that I'd created using my SansAmp clean method. No amp, no cab for the clean sound. And I thought to myself, how many parameters will the FM3 allow you to assign to a single pedal, for the boost? Because I wanted it to boost the clean and the overdriven sounds in a bunch of different parameters. And I wanted to, figure out how many it would handle. On the Helix, it was something like 32 or 33 or something like that. And then when you reach the limit, it says you can't assign any more. I was like, all right, fine. 33 is a lot. I mean, that is a ton of parameters. So I just started adding them, and I got to a certain point where the FM3 froze up on me. I had added too many. And instead of it telling you you added too many, it just stopped working. So, you want to see this thing freak out? All right, here we are over at FM3 Edit and at the pedal board. Holy smokes. The technology is crazy. Now, if you look, when I press the switches on the FM3 itself, with these lovely little more mushroom head switch covers, it's instantaneous on the FM3, but if you look over here, now we're in scenes mode, going from the heavy to the crunch, it's taking its sweet time to get there. Now, that's just a symptom because currently I only have 16 parameters running to the expression pedal. I think I maxed out at about 24, and that's when things really, really slow down. So let's go over to the FM3 Edit, and let's add some stuff. All right, so first things first, we've got, I'm just going to ride the expression pedal over here. You can see the output. I only bumped it up a tiny bit just because I wanted to demonstrate the amount of parameters. So now we're going to start adding some more. So let's add some compression. Now, I learned a thing on the other day when I was doing this. I don't need to mess around with the start, minimum, and end. Oh, boy, was I naive. Just go over here, set the start. I don't know why I was doing that before. I learned a lesson this week. And let's just go to that. So now that goes up. Let's bump up the mix as well. We're just adding parameters to pedal 1. Just because. And I want to demonstrate, how this really slows things down. And at a certain point, it'll just freeze. Okay? And then I will probably have to reset this unit and wipe everything clean again. But, I'm doing this in service so that you people don't make the same mistakes I did. And also to try and point out a bug to Fractal so that they will hopefully fix it. Now we can start seeing the wheels coming off because it's not showing me the values as I'm changing them, which it normally would do. Now this is the level, so we want to be at 0, but there's no way to see if we're at 0 because the display is not registering. There it goes. So you can tell that things are starting to slow down, and then eventually this will light up. There we go, and now we have that parameter. And if we go back to the switches here on the FC6, they're getting even slower. Still waiting. Waiting on that crunch. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty evident. And this isn't even remotely the amount of stuff I added the other day. Let's add another one here. Pretty soon it's just going to stop responding altogether. See, it's, it's gotten to the point where it doesn't want to allow me to add anything, but it's not telling me that it won't allow me to add anything. It's just, it's stuck. And when I try to save, notice what happens at the bottom of the screen. It's not doing the save. So I didn't have to add nearly as many as I did earlier today to get this to do this. And now the FM3 itself, look over here, trying to hit the preset switch. It's just lagging way behind, and it's not doing anything. It's just not responsive. So we found a bug. Let's fix it. There you go, everybody. Going on a bug hunt. I notified Mark Day over at Fractal Tech Support about this issue and asked him if this was a known thing. I haven't heard back yet, but I'm just, submitting this as a bug. Let's fix it. Let's do something about it, because I like to assign a lot of parameters to my switches. Well, to my expression pedal. When I do a boost, I want to do a bunch of stuff in the reverbs, stuff with delays, stuff with all of the drives, stuff with the outputs, the filters, the amp parameters, you name it. I like to do a lot. And it would be nice if it would tell you how many you could handle, or how many it could handle, before it started to flip out on you and then stop working. Ooh. It took a while, but I reduced the amount of parameters to the point where things acted semi-normal. On Wednesday, things had totally freaked out to the point where I needed to wipe the entire unit clean, reinstall the firmware, and start fresh. So 0 factory presets, because I don't like them anyway, so why waste the space? And the only presets on here are my 3-channel expression boost, and then a clone of it where I added all the parameters to the pedal. So, good times. I'll be back on Monday with the actual preset in its functional form. Just got to back off the amount of stuff I add. What I'll probably have to do is clone it again from the original preset, because this one it doesn't seem to want to work normally when you add too many things. So I'll limit my activities. Lame. Anyway, I'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. And until then, rock on.